So in the Chemistry with Unity starter projects, Google Drive, just download this one, Hanrong Balancing Equations Improved Package. Once you have imported all those assets, open the scene, Hanrong Scene Improved, and that's what we'll work on. So I'll show you where we are now. Press play. Let's go to maximized. So these buttons are live, and you see they change what's in the chemical equation, and they're formatted correctly. The reactant 2 doesn't do anything yet, so it's only reactant 1 that works right now. The coefficient also works, but I don't think it works for any other. Right, these don't work yet. So that's your job, is to make it work for the other 3. I'll tell you how this one works briefly. So the hierarchy has let's start with the coefficient input field. You made this, so I changed the name, but you made this. And it now has a script attached, coefficient input field script. In order for this to work, it needs a text box for this coefficient. So you can see that's in bold here. Let's go to scene view, and the coefficient display 1 is here, and you can see it in the scene. It's right here. So we'll need a duplicate, right? A coefficient display 2 and 3 and 4. So you can do that. You know how to do that. And then you'll need to link it. So let's see. This is the one that works. It has the script attached, coefficient input field script. It's possible that the second input field, okay, it also does have the script attached, but it doesn't have a text box for this coefficient because we haven't made it yet. So you have to make the coefficient display for the second reactant. It's this text box right here, but it needs to be linked to a text box here that doesn't yet exist. So that's for the coefficients. The formula display, I have one of them. It's right here. If you look underneath it, it has a canvas. It has a text box. This should probably be deleted, so it's just blank. But once again, the buttons here, which are in this chemical compound tile, so expanding that, there's a left button right here, there's a top right button right here, there's a bottom right button. So these buttons all have a script attached, chemical formula button script, and once again they need a place to display their output. So all 3 of these, I'm highlighting all 3. The text box to display the chemical formula is formula display text box. It's this one right here. So it's formula display 1. There it is. So if you duplicate this, then you can make another formula display in the second position and another one in the third position. And then if we look at the chemical compound tiles 1, which happens to be this one, you should rename these. They're bad names right now. They're bad names. But if you look at this one, if I highlight it, it's this box right here, and it does have underneath it left button and top right button and bottom right button. And they have the script, but they don't have any place to display their output. So that's what you need to do, is give them a place to display. It should be here in Scene View, and then you'd have to assign it in the inspector. So like here, if, for example, I'm not sure whether you understand what I mean, but text box to display, this text box here is, I drag it over, and that's where those three buttons display their output, is right here. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. If not, we can arrange a time to meet. But if you do it right, it'll be that all 12 buttons will work and send their text to the appropriate place in the equation, and the coefficients can be typed in here and they'll go in the right place in the equation as well. And that'll be big progress.